The path to redemption would be long and challenging, but it was a journey she had to take. In a small, remote village, there lived a woman who was happy and content. She had a calm strength about her, with perfectly styled auburn hair and sharp green eyes that missed nothing. Her life was peaceful and predictable, especially since she married a kind, gentle man who adored her. They lived in a lovely cottage with a garden she carefully tended, but this peace was shattered when her husband's son arrived. The boy looked exactly like her sister, the sister who had always outshone her, with effortless beauty and charm, who had stolen the heart of her now husband. The boy's presence was a painful reminder of that betrayal, a wound that had never healed. Every day the boy ran through her beloved garden, his laughter disrupting her sense of order. His striking blue eyes, just like her sister's, seemed to mock her, challenging her place in the home she had worked so hard to build. She couldn't look at him without seeing her sister, who had abandoned him without a second thought. The husband, unaware of his wife's growing resentment, showered his son with affection. He told stories of his late wife, painting her in a nostalgic light that only deepened the woman's bitterness. A growing distance formed between her and her husband, a gap the boy widened with every innocent smile. One evening, the tension boiled over. The boy, trying to please her, picked a bouquet from her garden. The sight of the ruined flowers, petals scattered like her broken dreams, unleashed her fury. She snapped, her voice full of anguish and resentment, her words cutting like glass. "How dare you?" she spat, her green eyes blazing with long-held anger. "How dare you touch what is mine?" The boy, tears streaming down his face, looked to his father for comfort. The husband, caught in the storm of emotions, stood helplessly between the two people he loved most. The once peaceful cottage had become a battleground, echoing with shattered dreams and broken hearts. Weeks passed, and the woman's heart remained cold and hard. The boy, sensing her hostility, grew quieter, his laughter fading. The husband, torn between his love for his wife and his duty to his son, grew increasingly sad. The idyllic life they once shared was now a distant dream, haunted by the memory of a sister who had left her mark on all their lives. In the end, the woman faced the truth that gnawed at her soul. Her jealousy and bitterness had poisoned the love in their home. Looking out at her ruined garden, she realized the boy wasn't the real source of her pain. It was the unresolved hurt from a sibling rivalry that had festered for years. So, in the quiet of the night, she made a vow to herself. She would try to mend the rift she had caused and find a way to accept the boy who reminded her of her past. It would be hard, but she knew that if she didn't, she would lose everything she held dear. The path to redemption would be long and challenging, but it was a journey she had to take. For the sake of her husband, for the sake of the boy, and most importantly, for the sake of her own wounded heart.